appreciate that. Brandon Rhymes, again, manager of Rosa Realty in Tampa. Our office is right around the corner on Memorial Highway, 6601 Memorial Highway, so we're 5 minutes from the airport. And I want to talk today a little bit about the different business model, the differentiation that we have at Rosa Realty, and how we can help folks sell their homes for more than they would typically get with standard marketing. I'm also going to talk about a cutting edge program, and it's kind of in the HR field of, it's called Home Benefit IQ. So I've got the websites up here. We'll start off with this website here. This is our all of our locations for Rosa Realty. You can see we are statewide. We're actually proud to say, very proud to say, we are the fastest real estate growing real estate company in the state of Florida now, with close to 500 agents, and so that's pretty neat. And the way we grow our business is we utilize YouTube, and we utilize internet marketing with Google AdWords and keyword marketing, and a lot of video content, because let's face it, when we're all on the internet, we don't want to read. We'd rather just click a button and sit back and watch, right? So that's what we do. This is a little bit about the company here, and just to go into a little bit about how we do dominate. As you can see, I did a Google search, best listing agent Tampa, and we're dominating that first page, number 1 and number 2 there. This is me here. Okay. So, for other agents out there, everybody probably knows an agent or talks to agents sometimes. Need a nice introduction. At least I can talk to them. And chances are, sometimes if they're at a different company that doesn't have a 100% commission program like us, they're going to be open to the idea of learning how they can keep more of their hard-earned commissions in their pocket. So, yeah. So these are YouTube videos. We won't really go into the whole thing, but it just kind of give you an overview.
For those of you selling a Tampa Bay home.
All right, so we got a lot of people over here. I don't want to go into too much detail. This is another video. You can see a lot of what I do for all of my listings is I'll create a virtual tour, and then we will add it's kind of detailed on the way that we do market with backlinks. The key is a lot of people don't understand that Google owns YouTube, and Google also owns WordPress, which is a blog site. So I have a very popular blog in Tampa also. So the key is where we create backlinks back and forth. So someone that's selling their home, for example, we're able to get them a lot of traffic. This is one of my newer listings here on Bayshore Boulevard. Hello, this is Brandon Rhymes. I'm the manager of Rosa Realty in Tampa, and I'm at another beautiful listing of mine at 6507 Bayshore Boulevard, one of the premier addresses and streets to live on in the greater Tampa Bay area. And what you're seeing here is a view of the actual bay, and I'm kind of backing up towards the property now. As you can see, the neighbors' homes are very nice, large homes. And this is a view of Bayshore Boulevard here. So you kind of get the idea. What we do is we create the video content, and that helps generate not only domestic travelers, internet, but also a lot of international clients. There's a lot of international clients looking to place money in the United States. They recognize that our pricing is down, cost of money is low, so what a great time to invest in real estate. Next website I'll show you is my homepage. Rosa Realty, you can sign up for alerts here. It's just my name, BrandonRhymes.com, and it's got some basic information here. It talks about the listings, and you can set up a search online and find properties. And then I put a link right here directly to my blog site. Again, the key is to keep traffic going from place to place, so you can see the different listings there. Okay, now what I want to also introduce today, let me pass out a couple of these. And by the way, Matt with Florida Printing and Marketing Group put these together for me, and we're doing some mailings. We do traditional mailings, we do all kinds of different advertising to see, just to kind of diversify what we're doing. Here's an event. I'm going to pass this out also. This is an event that we're hosting. We're actually next Wednesday here at the Line. We're going to be hosting an event with a Tony Robbins peak performance strategist. I'm a big follower of Tony Robbins. I've done the walk, over the coals, and the UPW event. Has anybody done that? Has anybody done that?
I've heard of
Yeah.
it.
He's supposed to be in Orlando.
He is, yes.
Third
So what
November,
happens?
right?
Yep, it's coming up. So what happens is he's got folks that train under him, and we're going to have a representative from Tony Robbins here next week who's trained with him for 5 years. And I've actually had the pleasure to go to Fiji and attend his business mastery course over in Fiji and kind of learn some of the ways that they market and just from the top, from the best. Guys like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, Chet Holmes, some of those guys. So, but I mentioned that because we've got a gentleman coming named Eli Wilhide. He's going to be here next week, and he's going to be talking about peak performance strategies and the power of focus and those things that Tony Robbins talks about. And then also we're going to have our social media representative from the Rosa Corporate here as well. It's a little bit geared towards realtors. I'm just going to be straightforward. We're using it as a recruiting tool to bring realtors into our company. But it's going to be right here at the line next week at 3 o'clock, and the details are on the page. So moving on to Home Benefit IQ.
Brandon, did you email this to us so we can forward it out to realtors that we know?
I believe I did.
Okay, I
Yep.
thought I saw something come through.
Yeah, and I've got folders here describing this Home Benefit IQ program. I've got a bunch here, but if there's any particular interest, I'll just pass a couple around so you guys can look at them. And if there's any particular interest, you guys can let me know or talk to me after. Oops, throwing stuff there. So Home Benefit IQ, it's a cost-free voluntary benefit program for employers, organizations, clubs, nonprofits. We're working with some local nonprofits here also. And the nuts and bolts of the program are discounted real estate mortgage and title services along with local area partners. So the local area partners could be pretty much anyone in this room that wants to promote their business online. And I'll jump right into the website to give you an idea. Whoops, what did I do there? That's not what I meant to do. So Home Benefit IQ, what I'm pulling up right now is a sample website. So this is where the employer would have a co-branded website with our program. I serve as the director of Home Benefit IQ Tampa, and we go in and we educate companies about this free benefit. We talk to the human resources, the benefits directors who we need to contact or have an introduction to, and then at that point I would go in, talk to them, and educate them about how we can help their employees. Because let's face it, if an employee is sitting at their desk working, but they're facing a short sale, or they just got paperwork from an attorney, they don't know what it is. There's a lot of questions. How productive is that employee going to be? This program helps answer all their questions, helps point them in the right direction in terms of loan mods, short sales, listing, selling, refinancing their home, anything to do with real estate, and they're also going to save money. The realtors in the network are going to rebate a percentage of the commission back to their closing costs, saving them money. The mortgage originators, the title, everybody's going to take a little bit off what they typically would charge, and it ultimately is going to save the employees money and time. And they're going to have expert advice by folks who are vetted. Further, with the Home Benefit IQ program, it's a tool that we can help educate. So we go in and we do lunch and learns. We talk about first-time home buyer programs. For example, I had back in 06, I can recall, I had a lady that's looking to buy. She didn't have much in reserves. We researched. We found her a local municipality who was offering a down payment assistance program, free out-of-pocket money to them. That it's kind of structured as a second lien, but as long as they don't sell within 5 years, it's free money to them. So we help people in many ways with this program, and I'll kind of demo the website now, and hopefully I'll hit whatever button I hit last time. And it's a sample site here. You can sample this. It's Widget Go. If you're at home and you want to check it out or show it to someone. So this is where it would be co-branded. It would say obviously not the XYZ widget company. It would say whatever company we're working with. For example, Bartow Ford. We got signed up with just a couple weeks ago. Famous Tate's, the local appliance and bedding stores. So it's going to have a description there. It's going to tell them that their employer cares about them. Work life initiatives, and down here is where you would see the savings generated here. And one of the key things to this, and what I firmly believe in, is giving back to charity. So the neat twist on this program is that 20% of all revenues generated go back to Real Estate for Kids. It's local children's charities. So it's truly a win-win all the way around from the employers. The employer is going to win because they're adding a benefit that's cost-free, voluntary, with little to no administration. The employees are going to benefit because they're going to get sound advice from experts. And the children are going to benefit because they're getting monies donated to their children's charities. So, and that's through Real Estate for Kids, which is another company that we have. So the way it works is the employees can log on at home. You know, if they have any questions, they can send the emails, information. Click on this Plan Director here, and it's just spinning over there. Okay. So then this is where, you know, you would obviously see my picture, my information. This is where you would, you know, have information on purchasing, selling a home, refinancing, home equity, construction. You know, contact us. There's lots of things. Now, professional partners. This is where I need, you know, folks to come in and join me and help grow this business and grow this grassroots style. You know, so you have different categories that you can add here. Almost every business can be involved. All I need is a logo and a description of your company, and you know, in some cases we try to offer some type of a discount that you would not typically offer to the general public. We want to make it a little bit of a discounted type plan to where they're going to see some type of savings. But you know, Home Benefit IQ, it's going to be a strong presence in terms of helping build professional partners as well. These are local area partners that can, you know, the employees can go to and frequent. Also have member privileges, which is where you get online discounts at national retailers. You know, the employees would also have access to national retailers discounts. Yes, sir.
Back to the partners.
Yep.
How do you determine, like, are they based on zip codes or?
Pretty much just Tampa Bay. You know, is where we're focused here. If we have, like I was working with a larger account, a national account, and then we would be able to, you know, potentially grow that and find partners and recruit partners in other parts of the country. So we could, that's the long-term goal. I mean, we could eventually grow it to be a national type of chain.
Okay.
But yeah, so all of these different, you know, you could click on these different areas. How am I doing? So you got old Lloyd over here.
7 minutes.
So you got Lloyd and Harry here, you know, that can help you with any real estate you need. It's one of my favorite movies. I don't know if you guys see that.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Love it.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. So yeah, Home Benefit IQ. And then what we do, you know, once we set up the rollout, we go in and we'll have a rollout day. We'll bring in lunches or breakfast, you know, something to that point. We'll set these posters up in the break rooms, lunch rooms. These are actual posters that go up, and it's going to remind the employees of their benefit that their employers brought in. And what's really cool about the program is that we actually have payroll stuffers that introduces the program. When we set a rollout, we're going to put these in their paychecks. So what's stronger than that? I know a lot of people do direct deposit, but they might still get the piece of paper. But you know, not a whole lot stronger than actually getting a card with it's a plastic wallet style card, you know, that you can keep in your wallet and remind them of their benefits and their access to the program. So that's a payroll stuffer that goes out. Largest company I have rolled out back in '06 with 25,000 employees. So when you get this in 25,000 people's, you know, there's going to be a lot of opportunity, a lot of deals, and a lot of generation there.
How much does the employer have to pay for that service?
Zero.
Signing up is free.
Yep. Basically, I'm bringing it to them in hopes of doing business in the future. So I'm willing to take a little bit of a loss up front, and then long run, we're going to make it back on the deals that we do and the building up the, you know, the properties. So, you know, it's basically, you know, looking to get listings, looking to help people buy homes, introduce them to first-time home buyer programs, help them with short sales, you know, ease in transitioning times when people are looking at foreclosures, you know, what do I do, loan modification, the bank told me this, you know, so we've all heard those stories. So this is a program that's the employer is going to help.
Do partners have to pay to be on the site?
No, I mean, that's something I've looked at doing, and maybe eventually, but no, as of right now, I'm just looking to help. The payback would be help us grow the business, because everybody knows somebody who works at a company that has 300 employees or 50 employees. That's what we're looking for, is companies that have employee base of, say, 50 or less. I'll put 50 or more, sorry. So 50 or more employees, that's worth our time. We'll go in, we'll set up the program, we'll set up the website, we'll distribute the benefits cards, have the posters placed in strategic positions to remind the employees of their program. And I guess at this point, I've kind of opened it up to questions.
Yeah, about 4 minutes.
About 4 minutes? Okay. Yeah, I talked about the Rosa Realty in the beginning, and again, I am a listing agent. I prefer to list homes. I do work with buyers. I like helping buyers find homes too. I work with investors, and we also recruit other agents to La Rosa Realty, all that we offer. We have lead generation programs, social media, as you can see, with the website, with the, that's pretty strong. I'm actually being featured next month in Florida Realtor Magazine. Really excited about that, and proud to say that when they sent me the interview questions and I answered them, they answered back. They replied back with, "Hey, this is intriguing. We want to find out more." So they're expanding the article. They're finding out more about what we do and how we do it. So the key there is we got to try to make sure we don't give away too much of the goods. But at the same time, it is pretty neat that if you go to any search engine, and you type in, for example, 100% commission Tampa. Again, dominating that page. We're literally 1, 2. I think that's us there. 3. Yeah, we've got the top 3 spots, and then down here, and then down here again. So it's not just one spot on the first page. We're dominating that page.
How long has La Rosa Realty been in business here in Tampa and then in the state of Florida?
Yeah, La Rosa Realty was started by Joseph La Rosa and his brother Mike, and their father was actually developers. So they've got actually in Orlando, if you're driving by right where Disney World kind of starts there in Celebration, as you're coming in, you'll notice our corporate headquarters. I think it's 11,000 square feet, 4-story building there. I want to say it was back in 09 when it originally started, 08, 09. Tampa, I've been the manager of Tampa for over a year now, and we're growing this area. And eventually we'll probably have different offices in different places. Right now we're centralized to the office on Memorial Highway over in Town and Country. So, but yeah, the key is getting in front of traffic, and everybody knows that the internet is big, and it's where we're at. So, dominating internet, and that translates into more money in your pocket if you're a seller. If you're buying, if you're selling, by utilizing the tools that we can show you and that we share with our clients, we're able to get a higher selling price. And that's something else I do. I call on a lot of for sale by owner and for rent by owner properties. Those are good leads for me, because what I'll do is I'll help them educate them about their value of their home. I'll offer myself as a resource. I'll also offer them a free listing book account where they can go online and search, set up criteria and search. And then once they narrow it down, we'll go start looking at properties for buyers. But for sellers, they can also kind of see what the comps are doing in their neighborhood. We all want to know what our comps are. And the problem is with Zillow and Trulia, those types of sites, is they're old and they're syndicated, and it's bad information. It's old information a lot of times. And the property's already under contract. As of right now in Tampa, it's a pretty strong market in terms of so many buyers, but the inventory is slow to come out from the banks, the short sales, and traditional homes are what I look for. So that's why I call them the for sale by owners, for rent by owners, because that's a traditional home that can close in 30 days, does not have to be negotiated by a bank or a third party. Most typically is not going to have HOA dues that are owed or water bills that are owed. So traditional homes are great. Any other questions?
Do you guys do any property management or
Yeah, we can.
rentals?
Yeah, we can do that. We can help with management, rentals. The key is getting exposure. And again, if you've got a rental, You know, it's the same thing. You want to get it on the MLS, have it exposed, and then that way the majority of the renters are also on this listing book account, and that's a way to, you know, get it rented. You know, get it exposed and rented.
All right.